It's a little windy here. Hey folks, Richard Evans here, Paradise Tour Guy, and I love Las Vegas to death. I live here, but it's not just the Strip and all the fancy resorts. What I really love are the things that are around Las Vegas. You can have fun here, but there's so much more than just the Strip or the Fremont Street experience. There's also the lovely wonders of the world all around us, such as today, talking about a trip I took to Red Rock Canyon, kind of an overnight day trip. It's about 20 minutes away from the Strip into the Spring Mountains to the west of Las Vegas. The Red Rock Canyon is a national conservation area, not a park, a conservation area. So there are a lot of restrictions as far as where you can go, what you can do, but it's well worth 1 or 2 days trip. And I just want to go ahead and talk about my overnight trip there. Now, getting into the park, there is one main entrance, so once you get past the feast station, first stop is really the visitor center, and I do encourage everybody to go there if you've never been there before. It's got lots of wonderful interactive exhibits about Red Rock Canyons and about the ecology and the geology, and a lot of fun things for kids that will give them some entertainment and things to have fun with. And that's always a good thing when you're coming into a place like this. Now, the tricky part of this is that the scenic drive that goes through there is a loop that's only one way, and it's 13 miles long. So once you get in, you're just going the one way all around. Now, the other thing that's interesting is that although it says Red Rock Canyon, it's actually a number of canyons over one smaller valley. And the thing that I like about it is that the hiking trails, a lot of variety, easy, medium, and difficult as you go. The first one that I went through on this visit is over at Willow Springs, which is where the petroglyphs are. Now, the Willow Springs area is a very popular place. It's relatively flat, a lot of rock formations up each side, nice picnic areas as well as some hiking trails in the area. Little stream that sometimes has water in it. But again, the main reason I like to go there is the petroglyphs that they have. The main petroglyph trail is just short, 1/10 of a mile, just a few hundred yards. The area where the petroglyphs are on the south side are kind of covered by trees and other things, but when you get into there, there's some really fantastic, wonderful things. There's also some other petroglyphs on the north side of the valley, away from the trail, and those are fun to get to also. So after a quick lunch and a little look at the petroglyphs, I went to Icebox Canyon and had a nice hike there. Now, Icebox Canyon is one of my favorite places, especially in the summertime. The walls of the canyon are very close together and high, and the sun never really gets down there, and also the way the wind hits it, it's a pleasant hike, but it's also much cooler. If Las Vegas is 100 degrees, then in the Icebox Canyon, you're going to be 20, maybe even 25 degrees cooler, so it's a very pleasant hike. Now, after a day of hiking and enjoying the outdoors, you can go back to Las Vegas and the Strip, but I instead wanted to do a little camping, so I went to the Red Rock Campground, which is just outside the main park, on the way to the road back to Las Vegas. Now, this is a dry park, which simply means that you can't have RVs there, you can't have tents there, but they don't have like sewer hookups. There's no water hookups for an RV or something like that. It is on a relatively flat area that's just around the corner from Red Rock Canyon. Now, when I say it's dry, that doesn't necessarily mean there's no water. They do have these water stations scattered throughout the campground. They also have these restroom areas also. These are vault toilets, but very modern, very new. They're kept very clean. Dogs are okay, but you do have to keep your pets on a leash. But as you can see, they have the little bag so you can clean up after your dog, and everything is kept clean and very well supplied. This is where what they call the walk-up sites are like. Basically, if you're camping with tents, you have a parking place and then you walk into your area. These were the conditions at my space. I did have fun, but it's not the most pleasant place to stay when winds are up there. And so if it's windy, you might want to not do the camping out there. But in any way, shape, or form, Red Rock Canyon is a wonderful place, a great way to get away from it all, see a little bit of nature, away from the glitz and the lights of Las Vegas. And again, I absolutely love Las Vegas, everything on the Strip and Fremont Street. But not only is it a wonderful place to party and gamble and enjoy yourself and see shows, it is also a great place as a kickoff to some of the most wonderful natural wonders that they have in North America. So, hey guys, next time you're in Vegas, think about taking out some of the trips that are really wonderful out here, and I'll see you next time you're in Vegas.